Prime Ronaldo versus Prime Messi. One had power, one had magic. Who wins? Power versus magic. Football has always loved comparisons. Fast versus smart, strong versus skillful, instinct versus intelligence. But no comparison in football history has ever felt as monumental as this one. Prime Cristiano Ronaldo versus Prime Lionel Messi. One looked like he was built in a laboratory. The other looked like he was born with the ball stitched to his feet. One dominated with power, the other ruled with magic. And the question that has divided fans for over a decade remains. Right finger, who wins when power meets magic? What prime really means. Before we compare them, we need to clear something up. Prime is not just about goals. Prime is not just about trophies. Prime is about influence, fear, and control. A player's prime is the period where defenders fear them before kickoff. Coaches build plans just to stop them. One moment from them can change an entire season. Both Ronaldo and Messi reached that level, but in completely different ways. Prime Ronaldo, the era of power. Prime Cristiano Ronaldo didn't feel human. He was faster than defenders, stronger than fullbacks, deadlier than strikers, more explosive than wingers. When Ronaldo sprinted, stadiums leaned forward. When he jumped, defenders stopped jumping. When he shot, goalkeepers froze. This wasn't just talent, this was power perfected. Ronaldo's physical dominance. Ronaldo's prime was built on obsession. Every sprint was deliberate, every jump was practiced, every muscle was trained for one purpose: domination. He could score headers against taller defenders, shoot from impossible distances, outrun entire back lines, finish with both feet under pressure. Ronaldo didn't just beat defenders. Right finger, he overwhelmed them. That kind of power changes games instantly. Prime Messi, the era of magic. Now let's talk about Messi. Prime Messi didn't overpower opponents. He embarrassed them. One touch, one turn, one dribble, and suddenly the defense collapsed. Messi's prime felt like watching football in slow motion, except everyone else was still playing at full speed. Defenders weren't beaten by strength. They were beaten by impossibility. Messi's control of the ball. Messi's magic wasn't flashy for the sake of it. It was efficient. It was ruthless. It was devastating. He could dribble through 5 players in tight spaces, change direction without slowing down, finish calmly while being fouled, create chances that didn't exist. The ball didn't just obey Messi. Right finger, it trusted him. That level of control is rare, maybe once in a lifetime. How defenders feared them differently. Here's something fans rarely talk about. Defenders feared Ronaldo and Messi in different ways. Against Ronaldo, you worried about pace. You worried about aerial battles. You worried about late runs. You worried about one mistake ending everything. Against Messi, you worried about space. You worried about balance. You worried about turning your back. You worried about humiliation. Ronaldo punished mistakes. Messi created them. Goals. Power versus precision. Ronaldo's goals were explosive, long-range rockets, towering headers, counterattack finishes. Messi's goals were surgical, placed finishes, solo runs, impossible angles. Ronaldo made you feel the impact. Messi made you question reality. Both scored at historic rates, but their goals felt different. The role they played in their teams. Prime Messi was the system. Everything flowed through him. Attacks started and ended with him. He was creator and finisher. Prime Ronaldo was the weapon. He didn't need the ball all the time. He waited. He timed runs. He struck when it mattered. Messi controlled the match. Ronaldo decided it. Big games, big moments. When the pressure rose, both legends answered, but differently. Messi controlled tempo in big games, broke defenses with dribbles and passes, dictated matches quietly. Ronaldo scored decisive goals, thrived in knockouts, embraced pressure. Ronaldo loved the spotlight. Messi owned the stage without asking for it. Champions League nights. Champions League nights are where legends are made. Ronaldo turned them into his personal highlight reel. Hat tricks, late winners, knockout dominance. Messi produced moments of genius. Solo goals, match-winning performances, tactical control. Ronaldo conquered Europe with power. Messi mesmerized it with magic. International football. International football exposed them to different pressures. Ronaldo carried Portugal with leadership, physical presence, decisive goals. Messi carried Argentina with creativity, playmaking, emotional weight. Both were criticized. Both were doubted. Both eventually triumphed. Different paths, same redemption, mentality. Obsession versus instinct. Ronaldo's mentality was obsession. He trained harder. He pushed limits. He refused decline. Messi's mentality was instinct. He trusted his game. He played naturally. He let football flow. One chased perfection. One embodied it. Adaptability. Ronaldo adapted his game across positions, leagues, systems. From winger to striker. From speed to movement. From flair to efficiency. Messi adapted within the game itself. Dropping deeper. Becoming a playmaker. Changing tempo. Ronaldo adapted environments. Messi adapted football. Why stats can't settle this? Stats tell us goals, assists, trophies, but they don't tell us fear, influence, gravity on the pitch. Messi's stats show involvement. Ronaldo's stats show inevitability. One shapes the game, one ends it. What fans really argue about? Fans don't argue Ronaldo versus Messi. They argue power versus creativity, discipline versus talent, work versus gift. This debate is emotional because it reflects what we admire. Some admire the man who built himself. Others admire the man who made it look effortless. Chapter 16. So, WHO wins. If football was decided by strength, right pointing arrow Ronaldo. Athleticism, right pointing arrow Ronaldo. Longevity, right pointing arrow Ronaldo. If football was decided by creativity, right pointing arrow Messi. Control, right pointing arrow Messi. Vision, right pointing arrow Messi. But football isn't one thing. It's all of it. Conclusion. Power and magic can both be greatness. So who wins? The truth is uncomfortable. Right finger football wins. Because we witnessed the greatest physical footballer ever. The greatest technical footballer ever. At the same time, Ronaldo showed us how far hard work can take you. Messi showed us how beautiful the game can be. One had power. One had magic. And football will never see this again.